GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Detroit Pistons. We're picking 9th in the upcoming draft. We love what we saw in you and want to ask you some questions to see how well you'd fit in with us. Question number 1. The front court is an area where I think we really stand to improve the most. Our scouts are just absolutely in love with your game, so I need to make sure you're a good fit for us. We pride ourselves on our defense in Detroit, and frankly, I want to get your thoughts on defense and how it is played in today's game.
People don't respect defense in today's game. That being said, I feel like my game is putty. It can be molded into whatever coach needs out of me. If he needs me to be a defensive stalwart, I can do that. If he needs me to be the go-to guy, I can do that too. Look, I want you to know that I'm not just sitting here telling you what you want to hear. This is how I roll.
Next question. The team that we built here in Detroit was a rebuilding effort that didn't quite pan out. Obviously, it's difficult to predict the future, but I expect to see a fair amount of roster turnover as we work towards retooling the lineup for another rebuilding effort. How comfortable would you feel coming into a situation where the roster is in a state of flux?
It sounds to me like you're saying that I should expect a season or two where the roster is built to develop rather than win right away. I can get on board with that because it'll give me some time to form chemistry with the other guys on the team. To me, it sounds like the same recipe the Thunder used, and that worked incredible for them.
That's great. Those answers were music to our ears. With any luck, you'll fall to us in the draft.
Nice performance out there. I'm the GM for the Golden State Warriors. We have the 7th overall pick as well as the 30th pick in this draft and are considering using one of those picks to select you. First, we'd like to get to know you a little better with some questions. As I'm sure you know, we're fairly strong at your position. With David Lee and Andrew Bogut heading our bigs, I honestly don't think you will get a lot of run for a number of years. Truth be told, this would probably be a good thing for you, as you can sit back in the shadows while you learn and develop your game. Can you exist happily in this type of role?
Man, I'm not sure. I'd have to think on it. I have a lot to learn, and while this is a good opportunity, I feel I need playing time to grow my game. If you think you guys will have time to get me the run I need to continue developing as a player, yeah, I think I can play that role pretty well.
Let's see, one more question, if you don't mind. This team has a lot of momentum right now. We went through a rough stretch, had some recent draft picks that didn't work out. With guys like Stephen Curry, Andrew Bogut, and David Lee, we really feel like we're on the up and up. We like what we've seen out of you, but how do you see yourself fitting in with the team?
I love the talent already on this team. I don't understand how they aren't winning 50 games a season, to be honest. I really think I can complement these players and take the team to the next level. This team's a dream fit for me.
Not exactly what I wanted to say. I'm trying to be polite, but say no to the Golden State Warriors.
Okay then, I think we got what we needed. Appreciate you taking the time to meet with us.
This is who I want to play. This is my team.
Hello, I'm the general manager for the Portland Trailblazers, and I'd like to thank you for meeting with us. We have a pair of picks in the lottery at the 6th and 11th slots, and would like to ask you a few questions. This question is a tough one to ask, as there really isn't a right or wrong answer. Over the last couple of years, we've had entire seasons washed out by insurmountable injuries. As a franchise, we're becoming more conscious on injury histories and what that means for our draft picks. What can you tell us about your injury history, and more importantly, your ability to play through pain?
I gotta be careful. I want to pick one that makes sure that I'm strong, but that I never really get a lot of injuries either. So,
I've been pretty healthy my whole life. I've suffered some twists, some sprains, typical kid stuff. The important thing is that I never let it bring me down or hold me back. It's never stopped me from going out and doing what I've wanted to do.
Okay, last question. Being in the NBA brings a lot of responsibilities, and some people just aren't ready for it, if you know what I mean. What are your plans once you get that first paycheck?
huh. He's asking me questions that don't really relate to my play style. Just like my personality. I'm assuming my boys is the team.
Easy answer. My parents have spent their entire life putting me into the position I'm in right now. I want nothing more than to take care of them and make sure that the rest of their lives are as carefree as possible. I don't need glitz and glamour. I just need my loved ones cared for.
Thanks so much for your time. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we would be ecstatic if you're still on board when it's our turn to pick.
I'd be ecstatic to be on the Trailblazers. Please let me fall to the Trailblazers. That's who I'd like to play with. I guess no music here. Oh, number 9, Detroit, no. That's not where I want to go. Pick number 9. I wish I could do better than that, but can't really go back in time. Dude, I played better than Anthony Davis. Alright, let's see what happens.